Well, we are here with Gianluca Bisol, President of the Bisol Winery. Welcome, Gianluca. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let's start talking about the Prosecco. Prosecco, tell us about the region, the wine, why this is different and special from other kind of bottles.
Prosecco is a very traditional sparkling wine from Italy. We make Prosecco in the northeast of Italy, near Venice, about 1 hour from Venice, but in the hills, near the mountains. And Prosecco comes from a very original variety of grape of Italy. The name of the grape is Glera. This Glera was produced in my region, the Veneto region, in about 600 years ago. And at the beginning was a very niche of the vineyard, only a small part of the vineyard. But during the years, during the century, the people fall in love with the Prosecco, and many parts of the vineyard transformed in Prosecco grape. And my family is a family of wine growers from 1542, so 21 generations of tradition. And we are specialized in the Prosecco in the high hills, where the quality is very interesting because we are high in the altitude, about 300 meters, and under the mountain. So there are a lot of different temperatures during the day, from the midday to the midnight. And this big difference of temperature creates a lot of flavor from this kind of grape. And the kind of flavor that you found in the Prosecco is a typical flavor of fruit, of apple, banana, peach, and also a lot of flower if the Prosecco is produced in the high vineyard. And it's totally different from the Champagne or from the Cava, because we don't use the same grape of the Champagne, we don't use the same grape of Cava, but particularly, we don't use the same method for have the second fermentation that they use in Cava and in Champagne. In Cava and Champagne, you know that the second fermentation is in the bottle and take a long time, because the sparkling wine produced for Champagne and Cava want to bring from the yeast a lot of flavor. We don't want the yeast of flavor for the Prosecco, because we want to preserve the original flavor of the grape, the flavor that I said before. So, for the second fermentation, we have, like for Champagne and Cava, second fermentation naturally with the yeast. But when the fermentation is nearly finished, we separate the yeast immediately from the sparkling wine for avoid to bring flour from this and to respect the original flour of the grape.
That makes different profile of sparkling wine.
Exactly. So this is more fresh, more easy to drink, more drinkable also.
Okay.
You can drink more, and it's very digestible.
Okay. You mentioned that you are 21 generation making sparkling wine, the Prosecco on this family. Tell us more about the story of the winery and the philosophy of the wine.
The story of our winery is a story dedicated totally to the best position in the vineyard in the high hills. My president, so the great father, and before, choice the best position in the high hills. They don't look at how difficult it is to produce the grape in this high position in front of the mainland. Because, for example, if you produce it in flat area, in the DOC area of Prosecco, you need only 150 hours per year per hectare of work. But if you produce where we have the vineyard, you need 1,000 hours per hectare of labor. Yes. And choosing this perfect location, now we can say that we have the best vineyard in the Prosecco region. and we can do the best expression of this kind of grape in the vineyard. And in the vineyard there is the most important work for a wine. After, for sure, you have to be perfect in the winery, but if you don't have the best location for the vineyard, you can
get the best fruit.
So in the winery we have very good equipment for save the original flavor, but the most important work that we do is the vineyard. So we dedicate a lot of time to take care about the vines, the pinot and the grape, and also in the harvest time we are very strict and rigorous to choose the grape. So we don't put all the grape in the container, but we choose by hand the particular grape, and we go in the same vineyard, sometimes also 3 times in 1 month to choose the grape. And we harvest in small box and put the box in the cabin, the truck, and arrive in the winery very fast because we want to preserve the quality of this and harvest. And after, in the winery, we separate the body of the grape from the bunch and leave the skin with the juice for 14 hours during the night for more extraction of the original flower that are rich in the skin of this grape. And after, we have different kind of fermentation. We divide the juice after pressing the grape, after this night, and they separate in 4 different kind of fermentation that take a particular expression of the same grape. Because you know that the fermentation is another very important step, because with different kind of fermentation you can have a different expression of the same wine, and after create a cuvée of the different fermentation, and the complexity of the wine is bigger, is more longer, more palate. So this is the main important thing. And after is the most easy is the second fermentation, because for the second fermentation you start with these wonderful wines, and you have only to have a second fermentation like Cava and champagne. But for the Prosecco, the second fermentation is not for create other flower, but for respect to the original flower. So we use still tank with controlled temperature, and in 1 month and a half there is the second fermentation that creates alcohol, but also natural fermentation through gas, natural gas that inside the wine mix it and create the sparkling wine, like for all the kind of sparkling wine, like champagne and Cava. But after we separate immediately and we bottle. We don't leave the yeast in the wine for time for drinking. For us, the most important target is save all the original flavor.
Behind is the sad phrase that said that Prosecco was poor champagne. How the Prosecco, the OCE or the OCE, get this change of perception? How it change of perception was achieved?
But the principle is that Prosecco is not comparing with champagne, because it's a different grape, a different kind of second fermentation, so it's a totally different style. And in the world there are a lot of sparkling wine producing the same philosophy of champagne, like Cava with different grape, or around the world different grape but the same method. Prosecco is unique, is a method that is created in Italy a long time ago, centuries ago, like from Martinotti, method Martinotti, and For sure, it's not expensive like champagne. The quality-price ratio is very good for the consumer, and but it's not a poor brother of the champagne. It's a different expression, but it is not against the champagne, because for my opinion, you can drink champagne with some food and drink Prosecco on the occasion of other food. So it's a combination. It's like if we speak about something totally different, about, for example, cars. You can have a beautiful, very rich car like Rolls Royce. It is the champagne, but you can also have in the same garage a Maserati or a Cabrio that is more informal, like the Prosecco is, and is more enjoyable during more time in the day. And this is the reason why now the Prosecco is the most selling champagne. But we don't bring the market for the champagne, because at the same time the champagne is wrong. But the Prosecco now is selling 50% more than champagne. This is also because at the same time you drink a bottle of champagne, you drink 2 or 3 bottles of Prosecco, because it's very easy.
Tell us about the wines we're going to taste today.
Today we have a list, selection from Cava that import our wines in Guatemala, and we are very proud about the work of Ricardo. And Ricardo chose with us a different kind of sparkling wine, so we will have a dinner with all sparkling wine. So we will start with Geo Brut, and after we will have the Geo Prosecco Superiore Colonnade, after the Geo Rosé, and after the Creme is a single vineyard. These 4 kinds of sparkling wine will be made with the food that Angelina created for us, and these different food are studied, these different dishes are studied with the different characteristics of this wine. For example, the Geo Brut is a cuvée of 5 grapes, in which there is also the Prosecco, but there are also other grapes that are style aromatic, like Sauvignon, like Vertiso, like Chardonnay, like Chardonnay, aromatic, less aromatic than this. A combination with the Prosecco is very interesting, because you create a very complexity of wine. And for this Brut, after the second fermentation in the still tank with temperature controlled, we don't separate immediately like for the Prosecco style the yeast, but we leave for 2 months more, and so bring it a bit from the And the second combination is with Geo Prosecco Superiore, DOCG, that is an extra dry, so it's not very root, it's not sweet, it's bitter. And this is 100% from Prosecco Glera grape, and cultivated in 3 different vineyards that belong with 3 different kinds of soil and trees. So it's also a good combination of different expressions of the same grape from different soils. And we dedicate this combination to my grandfather when he was 100 years from his birthday. And it's different from the other Prosecco that we produce, because this combination of 3 soils create a very special. And after we will go to Rosé. Rosé is another interesting sparkling that we produce and winning a lot of gold medal, because it's a combination, the combination with Glera, Prosecco, Noir, and Merlot. It's not very easy to find a Merlot with Noir and Glera combination for sparkling wine. We have a long research about the combination of this grape from our vineyard, and when we decided the perfect version of the different grape, we start to present this wine that was very good. So this fruit, good combination, and these three grapes give three different expressions, but together are and very good concept. And after we will go to our older expression of Prosecco, because Crede, Prosecco Superiore Brut, BCG, is our very famous style. And the interesting thing is that Crede is a single vineyard. So we chose for the Bisol Crede, a single vineyard is one of the highest and the steepest vineyard in the world. And from this vineyard we have style that is more rich, more creamy, more long. It's always Prosecco, but in this kind of vineyard the expression is unique. The altitude, the dimension of the vineyard, the exposition, kind of soil, give up the Prosecco a very
Special condition for a
condition process. And in the Crede we have 85% of Glera, 10% of Pinot Blanc, and 5% of Verdiso, which is another variety. So this is also very interesting, and can stay with a food that is more rich in terms of flavor. So a good combination.
Tell us about the name of Jail, where it comes from.
Jail is the nickname of my grandfather. My grandfather is Desiderio, but my grandmother called him Jail, and the friend in the town called him Yayo. So you can pronounce it in two different ways, Jayo or Yayo. And it's the nickname of my grandfather when he decided to kill him after 100 years.
Finally, tell us what is the product that you're most proud when you present it?
For sure.
And it's difficult because every label is one of your sons, but you have to tell us one.
But for me, single vineyard is my best choice for Prosecco, because I appreciate to concentrate about the characteristics of the soil. And when I have the credit is a single vineyard, I can imagine the place in which this Prosecco is made. I can remember the walking around the vineyard, and so I love to connect the tasting with a special place. So for me, credit is the choice.
Thank you, Gianluca. Thank you for your time. Thank you for teaching us something more about Prosecco, and that will help to enjoy the product.
Thank you, and thank you for your attention, and thank you if you will decide to visit the winery, because we are open to the visit. We are in a wonderful region, northeast of Italy, very near to Venice, so it will be also a beautiful opportunity to visit Venice, and in 1 hour you will be in the hills, near the mountains, and from these hills you can see all the mainland in the bottom of this mainland.
So we are beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saluti.
Starting at like a platform where you can